Alright, so in my A Star is Born review, I said that A Star is Born deserves all the awards. I retract that statement only slightly. I retract it because I want to give some love to First Man. You know, spread the love and all that. Hello everyone, my name is Ryan Cam and welcome to my review for First Man. This movie was directed by Damien Chazelle, the director of Whiplash and La La Land. And this movie tells the story of Neil Armstrong. And if you don't know who he is, then you have never been to a history class ever. To put it simply, on July 16, 1969, he became the first man to walk on the moon. You know, there's one small step for man, one giant leap for mankind. That was the guy. And in First Man, Ryan Gosling plays Neil Armstrong, and this movie is basically a 2-hour and 20-minute look into the psyche of the first man to walk on the moon. His trials and tribulations, what he went through both professionally and personally, and how it all affected him leading up to that famous walk on the moon. Going into this movie, I was pumped, because Damien Chazelle, in my opinion, is one of our finest living directors. Whiplash is one of the best movies of the 2010s, and La La Land was my favorite movie of 2016. I love the guy's work. And despite the whole controversy involving the American flag, I was still excited for this movie. And I walked out and I was blown away. I can say unequivocally that First Man is one of the best movies that I have seen this year. First of all, this is probably going to be a no-duh statement, but I don't care. Ryan Gosling is absolutely one of our best working actors. Every time I see him, he brings a third dimension to any role that he is in. And I did not see Ryan Gosling reading lines off of a script. I saw Neil Armstrong. Now, there could be a litany of articles saying that they got Neil Armstrong all wrong and that he was nowhere near how this movie portrayed him. But until I see that, I'm just going to assume that Ryan Gosling nailed this portrayal of Armstrong perfectly. The guy was very logical, he was very straightforward, but he was also very emotional. He just didn't show it. Without giving anything away, Gosling's acting is just on point. There is not a moment where I'm like, oh, he's clearly acting. And if there's something that Damien Chazelle knows how to do, it's how to create a supporting cast. Because the supporting cast in this movie was excellent. You got the likes of Claire Foy, who was awesome. You got Kyle Chandler playing Deke Slayton, which was awesome. You got Corey Stoll from House of Cards playing Buzz Aldrin. He was really good. You got Ciarán Hinds. He was Steppenwolf from Justice League, unfortunately. Thankfully, he is doing much better movies. And every single member of the supporting cast did a great job. The movie also has phenomenal sequences when they're flying up into space, and especially on the moon. The movie does a good job of not showing a ton of footage of the actual spacecraft. It's not an exterior shot of us looking at the rocket as it's going up. We are literally in the cockpit with the astronauts. Now, this will be cool for some, and it will be disorienting for others. But I am a person who believes that spaceflight is not exactly a cool, calm, and collected experience. It is very shaky and it is very chaotic. And Chazelle did a great job of filming that. The much-touted scene on the moon is just as good as you've heard. It is one of the more emotional scenes that I've seen this year. I won't dare talk about it in any way. You just have to see it for yourself. My one minor nitpick about the movie is that it does kind of jump around in time a bunch. It's not really that noticeable, and in hindsight, I guess it's really just oh, okay, that happened. But I can see that some people might notice it. Like, the movie starts out in 1961, and it ends in 1969. The movie has to accomplish covering 8 years and 2.5 hours. That's not an easy task. But I can safely say that there was really never a dull moment. And even if they did try and fill in those extra years, I'm sure it would probably have been like 1962, they're training. 1963, they're still training. 1964, even more training. The movie does a great job of keeping you up to speed with what's going on in Armstrong's professional and personal life through brilliant visuals. I'm gonna give this movie an amazing grade. Damien Chazelle, in my mind, can do no wrong. This movie was just a blast to sit through, and I want to watch it again. That's all for me, guys. Thank you so much for watching. If you liked this video, please be sure to leave a like. And if you saw this movie and you have your thoughts on it, leave them in the comment section below. I do read the comments, so let me know what you think. My name is Ryan Cam, and I'll see you in the next one.